Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we are going to actually make some quality of life updates. So, for example, now let me show you, if we go to the Perk machine, we have all these stats all over the place, here and on the event construction, and all over the place. And also, now when we change the perk index, we don't know which perk it will be. Later on, when we will have like much more perks, this would be there. It would be good to see what perk you are choosing without like trying all of these, you know. And also on the weapon wall buy, we don't know what we are setting to the wall. So let's also fix that. So yeah, let's get started. First, we want to actually go to this PP perk machine. And also let's go back to the interactables. Let's also open the PP weapon wall buy. And let's actually start with the PP weapon wall buy because this will be much easier. So what we want to do here, we want to actually go to the construction script. And here what we want to do is we first want to get data table row names like this. Now we want to select the weapon data table, this normal one, not the 1 or 2 or 3, this weapon DT. Okay, and from here we want to get from the out row names, and we want to for each loop. And we want to connect like this. And the next thing what we want to do is we want to get from the loop body, and we want to get data table row utilities get data table row, this one. Okay, now we just want to connect this array element to the row name like that. And after that, what we want to do is we actually want to create a new variable. Let's call it weapons name list. Weapons name list. Okay, let's change the variable type to the name, and also let's make it an array like that. Okay, so what we want, and sorry, we also want to make it instance editable from here like that. So what we're here now, we want to split this out row. Actually, I think we will. We will have to select the data table first, so the weapon DT like that. Let's actually compile and save all, just to be sure. Let's split this out row. Now, what we want to do, we want to get the weapons name list. And from here, we want to set array element. Okay? And from the row found. And what we want to set the array element with is the out row socket name to the item, like that. Okay? And we want to make it size to fit. And also, now we have to get the array index and connect it to the index. And also let's add few reroutes, and let's make it look a little bit nicer, like this. So it should be there. So I will show you now how it works. So let's compile, let's go to the first person map. And actually, sorry, let's do one more thing here on the PP weapon wall buy. Let's move this variable under the weapon index, like that. So what this will do, now here when we select some wall buy, you can see weapon index 4 and weapons name list. And you can open this, you can see all the weapon names here. So if you want to select a shotgun, which is the index 4, which we have already, and if you want to get to SMG 11, then you want to set it to 6, and so on. You know, you don't want to change these names or anything like that, but yeah, this is here for you to see what weapon you want to select. There are other ways of doing the same thing, but I think that this was the most simple way. Okay, the next thing, what we want to do, we actually want to go to the BP Perk machine. Okay, and sorry, we don't want to go here yet. Let's go back to the first person map. We have to go to the blueprints and we want to find the power up struct. Let's open it. Okay. And to here we want to add a new variable. And the new variable should be called Perk icon mat. Okay. And the variable type should be I think I will have to check it. It's material. So let's scroll down. Material object reference, like that. Okay, that's right. And the next variable that we want to add is also material, and the variable name will be perk machine mat, like that. And also we want to add one more, and it will be called price, like that. And the type should be integer. Okay, let's save. Next thing we want to do, we can actually close this power up struct now. We want to, let's go back to the first person map and let's open the perks data table. Okay, as you can see, we now have new things here. Perk icon material and perk machine material and price. Okay, so let's set all these values now, and you can get these values from pp perk machine. For example, here you can see all these perk icon material things, but for me, these are all like, this is perk icon material 1, perk icon material 2. I have made them so it should be pretty easy. So let's go back to the perks data table. So the health boost. Actually, one more thing that we want to do here. We want to set these names without these. We want to change these underscores to spaces, like that. Okay? If you have them. If you don't, it's okay. You don't have to do anything right now. Yeah, rapid. All done. Let's go back to health boost. Now, perk icon material. Let's search for a icon. Perk icon material 1, like that. And perk machine material. Let's search for machine and scroll. Perk machine health material, like that. And the price, I think it should be 2.5k, like that. Now the fast reload. The perk icon material. Let's search for a icon. Perk icon material 2, like that. And perk machine material. Let's search for a machine. Perk machine fast reload material. Let's like this. And the price, I think it should be like 3k, I think, like that. Now let's go to the rapid fire, and for the perk icon material, let's search for icon again. Perk icon material 3, and for the perk machine material, let's search for machine. Perk machine rapid fire material, like that. And what will the price be? Let's make it 3k also. Okay, let's go to the revive. Now for the perk icon material, let's search for icon again, perk icon material 4. And for the machine, let's search for machine. And we have this perk machine revive material, and the price should be 1.5k. Oh, not 15k. That's too much. But you can obviously use whatever values you want, but okay. Now let's go to the weaponist and to the perk icon material. Let's search for icon, perk icon material 5. And for the perk machine material, let's search for machine. And perk machine weaponist material, like that. And for the price, I think it should be like 4k. Okay, now let's save. Let's actually save all. And now we can close this perks data table. And now we are here at the perk machine blueprint. What we want to do here now is the next. We want to actually delete these select nodes and these perk index references, like that. And we want to move this perk logo thing a little bit closer. Let's move both of these a little bit further, like that. So now we have, actually let's move them even more. So what we have to do here is we have to get the data table. Get data table row, this bottom one, utilities. And let's select the data table perks dt, like that. And on the row name, we want to actually get the perk index, and we want to string like that, because we cannot get straight from the integer and change it to name. We have to change it to string, and from the string to name, like that. Okay. And the next thing you want to do, or we want to promote this to a variable, this outro. Promote to variable. And we want to call this variable perk stats, like that. And let's set it here from the outro. Now we want to actually split it and connect to the set material of the perk logo. And now perk icon material, we want to connect that to the material of the perk logo, and to the perk machine we want to connect this perk machine material, like that. Simple as that. And we can actually move this a little bit closer, add some reroutes, something like that. Okay, the next thing what we want to do here is let's do basically the same way as we did on the PP wallpie. So let's first compile and save, and let's continue from here. So what we want to do next is we want to get data table row, get data table row names like this. Now we want to select the perks dt, and from the outro names we want to for each loop, like that. And let's connect it to the execute pin. And to the loop body, we also want to get data table row, this bottom one, okay, like this. And the data table should be the perks dt, of course, and array element to the row name, like that. And the next thing, what we want to do, we want to create also a new variable. Let's call it perks, or maybe perk name list. And let's change its type to name, and let's make it an array, like that. Compile, save. And the next thing what we want to do here is we want to get the perks name list. Let's leave some space here. And we want to set array element. Okay, let's connect from the row found. This. And the next thing, we actually want to get from the array index, and we want to add to it. So add and +1. Let's connect that to the index. Now let's add some reroutes here, so it looks a little bit nicer again. Okay, I don't know why my computer is lagging. It has been lagging a lot lately. Okay. The next thing what we want to do, we want to get from the item, and we want to actually select. Okay. And what we want to select is we want to actually we have to split this outro first. And actually we have to move this to here. And also let's move these closer, like that. Okay. We want to get the outro index from here, and we want to check if it's equal to 0, like that. And if it's not, let's actually move this to here. Okay, so if it's not equal to 0, we want to... Oh, we have made a little mistake here, or at least I have. Sorry. Let's compile, save, and let's go to the first person map. Let's open the power abstract, and let's change this name to name. It was a text. Let's make it name, like that. Okay. So let's save. We can close. Now we can see this outro name here. We want to connect this to the false. So if the index is basically greater than 0 or anything else than 0, then we want to set the name from here. And if it's 0, we want to get from the true, and we want to make this this is hard to say, little, something like that, little name, and I want to just add a line here, like that. Basically, it's empty. Okay, and yeah, everything is done here. Now let's go to the is interactable get details. You can get there from the interfaces, is interactable get details, like that. And here, what we want to do, we want to delete this price, select from here, and also this name, select from here. Okay, and now we want to get the perk stats, and we want to split it, and we can get all these things from here. So perk's name, perk to there, and the price, let's connect it to the B, like that. So let's compile, let's save all, and let's see if everything works. So basically, now we have all these perks here, like before. And sorry, one more thing. Let's go to the PP perk machine. I always forgot something. Perks name list, let's make it instance editable, and let's move it under the perk index. Sorry, like that. Okay, let's compile, let's save all, and let's see. So now we also have this perks name list. Actually, why didn't it work? Let me see. Let me see. What? It should work like this. Oh, sorry. We will have to set the size to fit. Otherwise it won't work. Okay, let's compile and save. Let's check. Now we have 6 elements here, as you can see. Now you can see the indexes here. So index 1 is health boost, 2 is fast reload, and so on. Okay? So, and if we change this index to 2, you can see this changes to fast reload. If we change it to 3, you can see it changes to rapid fire. Okay, so everything is actually working pretty nicely here. And now, when we add a new perk, we can just go to perks data table and add all the stats to here. We don't have to add them all over the places, like to everywhere, you know. This is now much cleaner, the code right now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy for that. So yeah, I think that was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And hope you have a great day and see you in the next one. Bye.